Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmadu wa nusalli ala Rasul Kareem. We discussed who should be put in front first. We discussed it first. You put the person who is most alam with sunnah, who is most knowledgeable with the sunnah. And normally the person who is most knowledgeable with the sunnah, he is the one who can also read well. So in previous times, there was no differentiation between reading well and being knowledgeable with the sunnah. And then also, if they're all the same, then you put the most pious person. And if they are the same, then you put the person who is greater in age. Is the explicit hadith to mention that as well, right? So today we're going to discuss who shouldn't be put. ويكره تقديم العبد لأنه لا يتفرغ للتعلم. It is makruh to put in front a slave because, and the reason is that he is not free to learn. So generally in previous times, whatever, when there was slaves, there's no slaves today. If a person was a slave, then he is perpetually and continuously engaged in serving his master, right? So uh, you don't have time to study the deen, to learn how to read Salaah properly, etc., etc. So he doesn't know the Messiah, etc. So it wouldn't be appropriate to put him. But if in today's day and age, say hypothetically there are slaves, you got slaves, and the slave is well versed, he's well versed, with the Messiah of Salah, etc., etc., then it wouldn't be a problem. This would, as the reasoning, the illah suggests, this would apply when the slave was uneducated. That's one reason. And also another reason, also the Arabs were very, very class orientated. So they wouldn't really take kindly to putting a slave, right? So the whole idea also is that you must have an imam that the people are happy and they're comfortable with. And then you see, look, they also ويكره تقديم العبد لأنه لا يتفرغ للتعليم ويكره تقديم الأعرابي. Also, it is makruh to put somebody come from the countryside, right? لأن الغالبة, so here we're speaking like, somebody that lives away from the city, is away from the ulama, is away from the madaris, he doesn't have an opportunity to study deen, he's an ignorant person, etc. لأن الغالبة فيهم الجهل, because the predominant thing among them is ignorance. So, yes, if somebody lives from the countryside, he comes from a small town, but he is well versed in the Messiah of Salah, etc., then it won't be a problem. It won't be a problem. This is where the illat is found. This is where the reason is found, that when such a person is ignorant of the Messiah of Salah, right? Well, fasiqi. What is a fasiq? A fasiq is that person who, what is your understanding of fasiq? Maybe the online people can tell us also, what is your understanding of fasiq? Huh? A person who commits sin openly, like in the Hanafi madhab, we know it is wajib to grow a full beard, right? Or maybe not wajib to grow a full beard, because it's not in everybody's control to grow a full beard. Some people's beard grows, some people's beard don't grow. So we say it is wajib to leave your beard. It is wajib to leave your beard till it reaches a full first length. So if somebody cuts their beard uh, lesser than a first length, then this is a sin which is open. So such person becomes a fasiq. So the people in charge, the people in authority, the mutawallis, the trustees, etc., etc., right? It is not permissible for them to put such a person. Yes, if a person's beard don't grow naturally, or maybe sometimes it grows, but it doesn't grow so long. Maybe a person is from Africa or whatever, so we know that it doesn't grow. So what you call it? Right. So if a person's beard naturally doesn't grow and it doesn't reach a first length, then that's not a sin. And that's what I'm saying. So there's a difference between growing your beard to a first length and not allowing it to grow. So it is not in everybody's control to grow their beard to a first length. Because I told you, sometimes some people's beard is naturally curly. So now the beard is not a first length. So now you can say, hey, this guy here is he's a fasik. This guy here is a fasik. You can't put him as an imam. He's got a, no. Yes, if his beard was growing and he cut it lesser than the first length, now you'll say this person is a fasik. The people in charge, the authorities, etc., etc., they shouldn't be allowing this person to be the imam, right? So that's the next thing. So authorities, the people in charge, whoever's in charge, it's makruh to put a fasik. Why? لأنه لا يهتم بأمر دينه. So they're saying a person who لأنه فاسق لا يهتم, he's not very much concerned بأمر دينه, with the matters of his deen. So if he's not concerned with the matters of his deen, why will he be concerned about the matters of the of salat, etc., right? والأعمى, then the next person that you shouldn't be putting is a blind person. So maybe also maybe this refers to more in previous times. I would say, when we didn't have hygiene and sanitation like how we have today. You have proper toilets, wudu khana, you have istinja tap, etc. So maybe in previous times, it might have been difficult for a blind person to maintain proper hygiene, etc. But maybe today, with piped water and with piped sewage and all that type of thing, it is not so difficult. So maybe to a certain extent, you say that if you know a person, he's quite capable of looking after himself, or there's somebody looking after him, and that he is protecting himself from the jasad, etc., properly, then it wouldn't be a problem. See, there's a reason. لأنه لا يتوقع لأنه لا يتوقع النجاسة, because he does not protect himself from the jasad. Then the next one is تقديم ولد الزنا, a child that is born out of wedlock, right? لأنه ليس له أب يشفقه فيغلب عليه الجهل. Again, the same reasoning, if you understand it. A child is born out of wedlock, like how we say, an illegitimate child, right? Or a bastard, whatever Allah Ta'ala protect us. So generally, such a person, ليس له أب, he doesn't have a father, يشفقه, that will show shafaqa on him, will make his tarbiyat, will train him, will teach him good akhlaq, will teach him good morals, will teach him how to read salah, etc. So فيغلب عليه الجهل. So generally, such people, they are generally ignorant people. They are generally ignorant people. But if you got a waladu zina, child that is illegitimate, and this person has been well educated, this person has good manners, etc., etc., then it won't be a problem. Then it won't be a problem. But besides, it's also like I mentioned to you, the Arabs also very class orientated. So if a person is maybe a walad zina, but that person is of poor akhlaq, poor morals, etc., etc., then also it wouldn't be correct to put such a person. But as I said, even if a person is a walad zina, etc., but this person has got good akhlaq, has good morals, and people don't dislike this person, then it won't be a problem, even though that person is a walad zina, right? So, and you look at the reason there, وَلِأَنَّ فِي تَقْدِيمِ هَؤُلَاءِ تَنْفِيرُ الْجَمَاعَةِ. That generally, when you put these people, any one of وَلِأَنَّ فِي تَقْدِيمِ هَؤُلَاءِ, you put these people in front, تَنْفِيرُ الْجَمَاعَةِ, it is, nafara means it's creating dislike in the jama'at, فَيُكْرَهُ, hence it will be makruh, right? But be that as it may, any one of these people, right, especially in the situation where it's makruh for them to be there, وَإِن تَقَدَّمُوا جَازَ, but if they went ahead, the trustees that put them, the trustee that put somebody that people don't like, etc., jaza, technically speaking, we'll say that the salah is correct. The salah will be done. And the reprehensibility, the karahat, will be rest upon those people who put them there in charge. So if you're living in a locality where the trustees put such a person as an imam and there's no other masjid around there, then you should go ahead and read your salah there. You shouldn't abandon the jamaat. Why? Because لقوله عليه السلام, because of the statement of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, صلوا خلف كل بر وفاجر, and read your salah and pray between every pious and impious person. Okay, let's just do another one, Ibarat, inshallah. Then we can switch over to tafsir. What you tawwilu, right? Right. So wala. So yeah, remember we told you Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim that you try to read the shortest salah within the masnoon qira'ats. Right? So wala yutawwilu imamu bihimu salata, that the imam won't unnecessarily read a long salah. And like I told you also, you will judge from your congregation. And also I told you from the tasbihat, etc., you will make it shortest from within the masnoon. وَلَا يُطَوِّلُ الْإِمَامُ بِهِمُ الصَّلَاةَ لِقَوْلِهِ عَلَيْهِ السَّلَامُ, because of the statement of the Prophet, مَنْ أَمَّ قَوْمًا, whoever is the imam of people, فَلْيُصَلِّ بِهِمْ صَلَاةَ أَضْعُفِهِمْ, he should read with them salat of the weakest one. So you look at who the weakest from the jamaat is, and you must read such a salah that that person is able to manage it. فَإِنَّ فِيهِمُ الْمَرِيضَ, because from amongst them there are sick people, والكبيرة, there is elderly people, والحاجة, there's people that have special needs, etc. So all of them should be considered. Okay, so the next masla that we're going to do here is an interesting one. It is about ويكره للنساء يصلين وحدهن الجماعة. That we leave this inshallah for the next term. That is it permissible for women to make their own jama'at? In other words, there's no male to read the salah, but inshallah that we'll do. So just remember where we stopped. Inshallah, Allah Ta'ala wishes and wills, inshallah, then we will do that text in the next term. May Allah Ta'ala accept from us what we've done thus far, and may Allah Ta'ala make it a means of our hidayat, make it a means of our guidance and our forgiveness and our shifa and our cure, inshallah.